Hey guys, it's Vara, and the long-awaited ban list changes are here. Now, we saw a couple of changes that people have been expecting for a long time now, and we didn't see things that people wanted as well. So today in Legacy, Deathrite Shaman and Gitaxian Probe were banned. These are changes that people have been waiting for a long time. The past about year, honestly, Legacy has been pretty dominated with variants of Grixs, and of course, all those decks play Deathrite Shaman, all those decks played Probe. I wanted to go over their reasoning for it a little bit, and why they didn't make any changes to Modern or Standard. So they said about Shaman, in this case, we also see a reduction in diversity in the environment, an inability for the metagame to adjust, and a dominant strategy that's particularly hostile to rogue decks and innovation. For those reasons, Shaman is banned in Legacy. In my opinion, now this is coming from a Grixs player, Shaman was played in a lot of decks. I mean, Shaman was played in 5 of the top 8 at the most recent GP. It's a heavily played card, and it's not just in Grixs, it is in Elves as well. I mean, it's in a variance of decks. So this one, so I understand Deathrite Shaman has been speculated for a long time to get banned. That did not surprise me at all. They didn't really say much about Probe other than we've seen Modern end up in a healthier place without Probe, and it's time to take that step for Legacy. Yes, Probe is a very powerful card, and Probe was mainly only played in Grixs. This combination does hurt Grixs a lot. Do I think that Grixs can survive this? So my opinions on Grixs surviving this is I do think that there are enough cards in the format to still play Grixs. Yes, I do think that this does hurt the deck a lot. The power level of the deck is going to go a little bit lower, but I do understand that when playing in a competitive format, I mean, these cards have been speculated to be banned for at least a year now, so it was really a long time coming. And another change that we didn't see that a lot of speculators made on this was Stoneforge Mystic in Modern. Now, Stoneforge is banned, and people the past about week have been hard speculating on Stoneforge. This card was around $15 before people really started thinking about the ban list and their specs, and then people just went really hard with the idea that Stoneforge was going to be unbanned in Modern, and it shot to $50. It shot to $50 within 3 days, and that's I bet they're feeling the burn right now, you guys. Did you spec on Stoneforge being unbanned? And there were also no changes in Standard. Now, they kind of went along with the fact that Mono Red has a 49.9% win rate, and Black Red has a 51 to 52% win rate. Their thoughts with it is that they have strengths and they have weaknesses, because Blue-Black is very effective against Mono Red, and White-Blue is very effective against the Black-Red. You know, they really tried to give reason, and I understand that. They just said Goblin Chain Whirler isn't that bad. In the meantime, there remains plenty of viable decks to choose from, and I agree with that. I think that Standard, yes, unfortunately, people don't particularly like Mono Red being so heavy in Standard, but I think that that's okay, because Standard right now has a very fair share. I mean, you've got Mono Red, you've got Red Black, you've got the different variants of Black and Blue, you've also got Green White is doing okay right now, Pure White is doing decent. White and Blue is very strong. I think that Standard definitely has a lot more variance in it right now, and I think Standard, honestly, is okay. I was hoping that Chain Whirler wouldn't get hit. You know, Mono Red was already one of the better decks going into Dominaria, even before Chain Whirler, so I feel like with getting rid of Chain Whirler, it still would have been a great deck, because it already was before Chain Whirler, because, I mean, the only thing that we really got out of Dominaria for Standard and Red was Chain Whirler, so there's no other changes, you know, no Modern changes, no Standard changes, just Legacy, just Probe, and Shaman are gone now. What are your opinions on the state of what you think that Legacy will be like now? I mean, besides Grixis Delver, and of course 4-color Leovold, you know, you have Nauseam, you have Miracles, you have Red Prison, I mean, you have Reanimator, you have Death and Taxes, you have all of these decks that are very strong, and unfortunately, yeah, Grixis Delver holds a huge huge meta at events and a huge meta of the format in general, but I do think that these were okay changes, and I think that Grixs' Delver can survive. I think that people are going to struggle for probably a little while to figure out the good combination, but I do think that this has been a long time coming. This isn't just like some sudden change that no one was expecting, and I think it was an okay change to the format overall. Me as a Grixs player, I'm very sad. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm very sad. I love Grixs. Grixs is my colors, and the deck itself is pretty fun to play. But I think that there is enough variance in the format where Grixs' Delver will go down for a little bit, but I don't think it's going to kill the deck. So let me know down in the comments below, what do you guys honestly think about these changes and even the things that weren't changed, like standard and modern? Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about these changes and these non-changes, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you enjoyed and want to watch more of my content. If you want to support me in what I do here on YouTube, ways such as my Patreon are linked in the descriptions of every video I make. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys again really soon.